Welcome back to Infinity Beyond. Now that we've taken our first breath and understood the fundamental journey of oxygen into the body, it's time to follow that invisible molecule further. Where does it go after reaching your bloodstream? How does it know where to deliver its vital payload? And what happens when the oxygen is finally used up? Imagine your body as a vast, bustling city. The red blood cells are the tireless delivery vehicles, rushing through the vascular highways and side streets, always on time, always en route to their destinations. These microscopic couriers carry oxygen to nearly every one of your 37 trillion cells. But how do they know where to go? It all comes down to gradients. Your blood is smart, or rather, it's guided by natural laws. Oxygen moves from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration. When a red blood cell packed with oxygen arrives at a tissue that's low on it, say, a working muscle or a thinking brain, the oxygen detaches from hemoglobin and diffuses across the capillary wall into the hungry cell. This is no random act. It's directed, elegant, and efficient. Let's say you've just gone for a short jog. Your muscles are crying out for oxygen. Red blood cells flood the area, unloading oxygen faster than ever before. At the same time, your lungs are working harder. Your heart is pumping faster, all to keep up with the demand. It's a full-body symphony of balance, responding to the smallest of needs. Once the oxygen is delivered, red blood cells aren't done. They then collect carbon dioxide, the waste product of cellular respiration, and begin the return trip to the lungs. There, CO2 is exchanged for fresh oxygen, and the cycle begins again. It's breathtaking in its simplicity and breathtaking in its complexity. This highway system of delivery and pickup is crucial to everything you do, even while you sleep. Right now, as you lie still, your body continues this endless loop, silently supporting every organ, every process, every dream. Did you know that your brain uses about 20% of your body's oxygen? That's more than any other organ. Though it weighs only about 2% of your total body mass, the brain is a powerhouse of activity. Neurons firing, signals bouncing, memories forming, all of it powered by oxygen. If the supply is interrupted for even a few minutes, the consequences can be profound. And yet, you never have to ask your body to make this happen. You never direct it. You never have to worry. It just does it. Perfectly. Relentlessly. Even more fascinating is how oxygen levels influence your body's responses. For instance, when you ascend to higher altitudes, oxygen becomes scarcer. Your body senses the drop, and almost immediately it begins producing more red blood cells to compensate. That's why climbers and athletes train at elevation. It forces their bodies to become more efficient oxygen machines. But there's a flip side too. When oxygen becomes too limited, as in certain diseases or injuries, your body can struggle to maintain balance. Cells begin to suffer. Organs slow down. That's why oxygen therapy exists, to support the body when its natural mechanisms are overwhelmed. The system also has its guardians, specialized sensors in your arteries that monitor oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. These sensors constantly send signals to your brainstem, adjusting your breathing rate accordingly. It's like cruise control for your respiratory system. One of the most mesmerizing aspects of all this is just how small the players are. Hemoglobin, the protein that binds oxygen, is a complex molecule built from atoms, iron, carbon, nitrogen, and hydrogen, arranged in a precise structure. Without iron, for example, it wouldn't work. That's why iron deficiency anemia is such a concern. Without enough iron, you can't make enough effective hemoglobin, and your oxygen transport system falters. From the level of entire systems down to individual atoms, the oxygen delivery process is one of the most finely tuned networks in biology. But let's step back for a moment. Think about your last deep breath. You probably didn't give it much thought. You didn't marvel at the alveoli or applaud your hemoglobin. Yet inside that single breath was a cascade of microscopic miracles, a legacy of evolution, a dance choreographed over billions of years. At Infinity Beyond, we believe these hidden marvels deserve the spotlight. Not just the stars in the sky, but the stars within you. The processes, the systems, the wonders that make life possible. As we rest, reflect, and recharge, it's comforting to know that within us, an orchestra of molecules is hard at work, playing a silent symphony that keeps us alive. And as oxygen travels its path, you can rest knowing your body is wise, ancient, and profoundly capable. So let go of the day. Let the breath in. Let it go. And with it, let yourself drift. This is only the beginning. The journey of oxygen doesn't end at delivery. There's so much more to uncover about what happens when it goes wrong, how your cells respond, and what science is learning about optimizing every breath you take. So stay tuned, and as always, breathe easy.